Hey y'all, so I'm coming back at you again so soon with a Dark Moon Lilith and Capricorn video, aka the Despot, the Tyrant, the Sadist, the Cynic, one who essentially destroyed in past life or early age or had been destroyed by others of the human body, which is the temple of the soul. I really feel for these people. They really have this outlook on life that just is so unchangeable and sad. And while they are very much capable of many great things, and that many others aren't, it's just this. I just really feel for them because emotionally they're probably one of the most frustrated individuals of these Lilith placements. So this is the essence of an aged masculine energy that is a pessimist. He is continually oppressed by others in past lives or current lives, and this results in this despotic, utter lack of humanity evident in their behaviors. They take on typically the role of older men, father type energies, or superiors in hierarchies. So some adjectives to describe Lilith and Capricorn individuals are ambitious, cruel, pessimistic, Machiavellian, enduring, hateful, cold-hearted, ruthless, overbearing, misanthropic, patriarchal, despotic, dogmatic, authoritative, sarcastic, fascist, fake, negativistic, sober-minded, unloving, unsatisfied, competitive, calculating, oppressive, critical, pushy, tyrannical, careful, sadistic, pallid, robotic, repressive, callous, ascetic, abstaining, fanatical, leery, presumptive, but most of all, rational. So some notable celebrities are Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., Clint Eastwood, Tyra Banks, Anne Hathaway, David Bowie, Martin Luther King Jr., Leonardo da Vinci, Arnold Schwarzenegger, J.K. Rowling, Mary Curie, Sarah Jessica Parker, Stephen King, Ludwig van Beethoven, Bradley Cooper, Hillary Clinton, Anthony Bourdain, Mitt Romney, Tom Hanks. Their greatest frustrations or aspects to look out for Lilith and Capricorns are being walled or trapped underground, whether physically or mentally. Falling from heights, whether physically or mentally. Superiors who are frequently the cause of the oppression, humiliation, belittlement, loss of dignity that the Lilith and Capricorn experiences in their sense of self. That is ultimately the greatest woe to their soul. So the negative attributes are many. They have an overly competitive nature, and they assume the worst possible situations at all times. They adopt subconsciously bullying mannerisms or tactics, which is why they retain that status in the hierarchy as being the superior, because it's in their nature to be, they have a superiority complex basically, and they just basically think, speak, act, and do, from the outside in, from the inside out. Whatever you want, speak it into existence. That's what they do from the beginning of their existence, because somehow in their soul they feel that that's what they are inclined to do. And they may be a joy killer who seeks to humiliate, oppress, exert pressure on others, which is a reflection of something that they felt from the beginning of their birth, because it was either inflicted upon them early on in their life or in recent past lives. They also may put on this facade, which is why I said fake earlier, of being nice or charming, but secretly hating and despising everyone with a very, you just can't change their mind about that, and it's scary to me, honestly, to have that much, I once knew this guy with the Lilith and Capricorn, and he's just, there's nothing you could do or say or any compliment. It just went over his head. It just doesn't. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. And honestly, not only does he not care, but he still will hate you and anyone. And he looks down upon everyone, and it's just, it's frightening almost, because that individual must really be truly tormented in their mind in some unshakable way to have to develop that kind of, attribute. They consider most people worthless, and at best mere tools, where they treat them as objects or machine apparatus, necessary only in the completion or means of their own collective/personal agendas. They have this Machiavellian mentality of the ends justify the means, basically, and I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. As I said, nothing seems to please them, and they also seem perpetually unsatisfied, ungrateful in their position in life, no matter what they may have, no matter what they may have achieved in life. It's just not going to be enough, and they're always going to look at it like it's not enough. And it's just, that's probably, for me at least, that harbors the most depressive attitudes, and I just can't imagine having to live with that kind of, really, really infinitely critical outlook. It's the ultimate misanthrope, where he neither loves nor appreciates anyone. And if you really look into it, it's because he was told or communicated early on or in past lives that it's because he himself is utterly worthless. And that's very, very sad. But that is Lilith and Capricorn for you. Capricorn is not an easy influence in that regard. And you can see not only in just Lilith's, but in other forms of placements. However, that's not to say that doesn't have its positives. They have an acute sense of responsibility, an unwavering totality in the execution of tasks, all tasks that are presented to them, with this indefatigable work ethic, stellar managerial skills. They have this capacity to single-handedly climb dubious obstacles, social ladders, surmount all odds that may be against them. Because of this strict rigidity in their soul or mentality, that allows them to have control of multiple situations at once. They have this unmatched adherence to maintaining reputations as stolid, reputable, protecting dignity, basically, is their greatest strength. They inspire also or incite competence in those around them as a result, which is why they fit that superior figure, because they present the image of superiority themselves, and other people pick up on that, and that makes them look up to them, because that's how a hierarchy works. Yes. So they have these exemplary standards of success and structure, and they have this inherent understanding and abidance of laws and rules and traditions. However, it may only be skin deep, and only as long as it maintains the image. Because also, when you dissect a hierarchy, it's all about maintaining the image on the outside. What's inside is really irrelevant, because it's all about that managerial, administrative, orchestrating, designs, scheming, strategizing. That's what constitutes structures, hierarchies. So yeah, they have this natural cold-headed mentality, and that allows them to be deeply functioning, coordinated professionals at heart. They often make excellent mathematicians, economists, executives, business leaders, or representatives of organizations. So, to recap, what I would say to Dark Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn individuals is you need to learn how to restore your faith in the world, and ultimately you need to accept that you are good enough as you are, and you need to stop being so critical of yourself, and just try, please try to not be so sober-minded. Try to be a little more naive. It won't hurt you, I promise, because you are by yourself the strongest influence in the earth signs, and you by yourself couldn't hurt from taking care of yourself for once in a while either. And it just truly pains me, as I've said many times already, that you really need to learn how to get a hold of this faithlessness. It's so pervading in your being, and there really is no need to be that devastating and pallid and serious. There's more to life than stark structures. And also, these people have problems with smiling. They have this really frozen face, like Stephen King, Keanu Reeves. Well, him more being depressive as opposed to not being expressive. He's expressive, but he's very melancholy. That's another thing. Sometimes there'll be bullies like Bradley Cooper, or Tyra Banks, Anne Hathaway. They just have this like deeply authoritative nature, and you just need to learn to let loose and believe, even if it doesn't make any sense to you whatsoever, that it's enough just to breathe, just to live, just it for everyone today for